Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. We are going to go winter camping in my Viking tent today. It is 7 degrees out right now, so it's bitter cold. Going to be really cold tonight, so a big challenge. I hope you want to join me. I finally, this time, if you haven't seen my other videos, this time I got my driveway plowed, so I saved myself 2 hours of shoveling and got it plowed. But I have a little bit of concern and I want to show it to you. Okay, I'm just going to hand hold this camera for a little bit, so it's going to be a little wobbly, but I just want to show a couple things here. Here I got my snowshoes, and you'll see he did a really good job right here at the top of the driveway, but not so much right there. So you'll see that, you see all the snow. That can be pretty deep. My tires can spin in that. So let me grab these buddies. Okay, we'll work our way down the driveway. So it looks pretty good about right here, but you'll see over here it gets a little, I don't know. I'm just like, the last thing I want is get stuck here. And I would say that I've had my driveway shoveled by another guy and he did an awesome job. This guy, not so much. No, not so much. It's he kind of just went through to come in and then went through on the way out. The other guy, you'll see that he moved the snow to about over there. And yeah, so I think that my car would get a little stuck in these. I'm not sure you can tell, but like it goes down here. See this, like that's not a really good shovel job, I would say. What do you guys think? You think I can drive down? I don't know. So winter camping. I got my snow boots or my snowshoes on now, just so you know. I don't have my gaiters on though. Shoot. Okay. I'll walk slow. Gotta get those gaiters on. Yeah. Okay. Winter camping is always a challenge for me. Cut my path through here to get to my platform area. It is, well, it was supposed to be 7 degrees at night. Ooh, okay, it's really kind of deep over here. I'm going to need those for sure. I just want to show you the tent platform area. So I challenge myself is what I do. I challenge myself. Now, I've told myself when I was talking to myself that I was only going to camp if it was, snow in the boot. Gotta get those on, which means I gotta redo everything. Okay. I've come up here a couple times and shoveled my deck area. So let me show you. There she is, all pretty and waiting for me. There's the sun, and the sun will go here and then set over there, which means I don't really have a ton of time. So I am actually in a hurry to get this snow off so I can get my fire going. There's my firewood is down there underneath my deck. Thanks to Stacy when she was out here. She cut a lot of that for me, so that was very nice. So it's pretty deep snow. It's pretty deep. I just wanted to show you. I gotta go get my gaiters on. Gaiters make it so that the snow doesn't get in my boot when I'm walking through the snow. I have probably like 3 or 4 trips, and my car is up the hill up here. And I was really hoping I'd be able to park my car just a little bit closer, but that's okay. I have done this for, I don't know, how many years have I done this, you guys? 3, 4 years? I don't know. Maybe 4. This is my 5th year, but I don't think I winter camped my first year. So it's definitely going to be colder than I thought. Okay. I'm going to get ready. Going to go get my stuff, bring it over to the deck, and then I'll chat with you guys a little bit. Kind of in the mode. Every time in the wintertime, I'm in the mode to get here, get it all set up. I have shoveled it all, so it's been about an hour since I talked to you last. And shoveled it all. Looks all really nice. I think I need to rest a little bit because I'm sweating really bad. That's not good. No, that's not good. You want to chat for a little bit? We'll chat for a little bit while I'm cooling down, and hopefully my sweat dries a little bit. It's actually really cold even though I'm hot. It's like I'm a little frozen. I did say welcome to Spirit Forest, right? This is my 5th season on YouTube, and I'm having a blast. And I challenged myself to do things I probably normally wouldn't have done, I don't know, 6 years ago. And one of them is winter camping. And it is, this might actually end up being the coldest night I've ever camped. Do I always say that? I always say that, don't I? This is the coldest time. It was not too far from here. We hit a record. It was negative 50 degrees here in Colorado. Negative 50. So I've been looking online, and I always just check the weather all the time and try to find the best opportunity to go. And I have the day off work, and I was like, you know what? We're going to go. It's supposed to be 7 degrees tonight, but ends up being 7 degrees today. And so that means it will be in the negatives tonight. The challenge for me is that I have that issue where if my hands or feet get cold, was it Reynolds, something like that, where your hands turn white. I do have that issue. I have to constantly be moving, or else I get cold. You know, I think that's probably self-explanatory. As soon as I stop moving, I'm usually in my sleeping bag. Nice and toasty. I have a 0-degree bag, and it's going to be below, it's going to be below 0 tonight. So, it's going to be cold. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I have some wool blankets that I'll put on me as well. I'm going to end up setting up the tent because, again, I told you the sun sets earlier in the wintertime, as you know. So the sun will set here about 3 o'clock. I have no idea what time it is, but it doesn't matter because all I'm doing is looking at the sun, and I know where it's going. And so I know how much time I have of sun. As soon as that sun goes behind the mountain, this hillside over here, it does get really cold here, and I want to make sure I have a fire. So that's actually the next thing I am going to do is, should I do my fire or do the tent first? Okay, let's do the tent first. If you haven't seen me camp in my Viking tent, I made this tent. It's you call it an A-frame if you want. I call it my Viking tent because why not, you know? Why not? Why not just build a Viking tent, you know? Why not make your tent a little bit more creative? I painted some designs on it too, which you will see throughout the video. I painted some, I guess they're more like Celtic type designs, but, and then I put my spirit animals on both of them, an owl and a bear. And I have a whole series of videos of me building this Viking tent. Yeah, you're welcome to watch those. I have stayed in this Viking tent 3 years. Is that 3 years? I think 3 years now in the winter. So I am familiar with this setup. It takes about 2 hours to get everything all set up. I have a cot that puts me off the ground a little bit and more towards my fire and stuff. And I think you're going to end up seeing all this stuff. So like, why am I explaining it to you? Because you're going to end up seeing it. Let's get the Viking tent canvas up. Now again, I made this, sewed this. Actually, I can't take all credit because actually our mom did the majority of, well, she did all the sewing. Who are we kidding? And a little bit of Kyla, my daughter. So my mom sewed it. I had the idea. My mom sewed it, and I had this vision, and I'm the one staying in it. No one else has stayed in it, I think, except for my daughter Madison. She stayed in here one winter night, which I knew it was going to be like 30-some degrees, which is really nice and toasty. So she was very happy that night. Okay, so let's get this up. Now I've done a ton of videos of showing me put this thing up. I'm not going to do that because this is going to be, you guys did a vote of what you want, and you want more talking, sitting around the tent type videos. So I'm not going to do a ton of video of me putting this up. I'll do a little short clips so you can kind of see what I'm doing. But other than that, I think that we'll have a little bit more chats in this video and kind of talk about some stuff, you know. Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
Into your eyes, I see we're out of time. I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line. I guess we couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. But beyond our separate ways as we fade into gray. But I still miss the way you used to feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. Yeah, I do remember tears and the laughter. How could we fall so fast and let us go? It's time to surrender.
That's a good knife. My new knife. It's a K-bar. Yes, got this as a gift. Thank you. That works awesome. Cut through my wood like butter. I think I look ridiculous, you guys. Sometimes I just, you know, you get these like other girls that look really good when they're camping. I am not one of those girls. Nope. This is a lot of work. This is a lot of work to get all this done. So just gonna say, filming in my tent, any tent, especially when I have a light background, it's a little tough. Breathe. It's like, calm down. Chill out. That's what I've been telling myself a lot lately, is just chill out, Tam. I know, maybe another half hour of sun. No idea what time it is. What time is it? 2 o'clock. Maybe an hour. I don't know. It looks like it's gonna hide behind those trees soon. Feels good having sun. Feels really good. So, we're gonna start a fire. You guys, this is the first fire I've had all year because we've been in a fire ban. Think it's okay for me to start a fire, you know what I mean? Like, there's tons of snow around and all. So yeah, I'm gonna start a fire. I brought some stuff. I brought some new gear too. I want to show you some new stuff I have. I don't know if I brought anything new from my fire stuff. Let me just see. Because sometimes you guys give me stuff and then I'll just use that. So, hands are starting to get cold. I have my my fire rod. I'm like, I have this, you know, in case you haven't seen one of these before. I always think it's the beginning of the year, then I have new subscribers, but no, it's all the same people. So you guys have seen it before. So it does a spark for me. These kind of things have saved me. Not kidding you, have saved me because I do have a lighter in my pocket right here. I do have a lighter for backup, but most of the time the lighter doesn't work out here. It really doesn't. Even when it's in my pocket, because it's still even that cold. Gotta put it in my bra, and then it'd probably be better. I did get this from a subscriber. You guys, you know, you guys have been so helpful for me for fire starters. I got a bunch of stuff from you guys, and you know, thank you. So I'm gonna use this. This works really well. I might use this in the morning. The morning is the to me is my survival mode, because when I wake up it's gonna be like negative something outside and it's gonna be bitter cold, and so usually I like to have a for sure fire on that. I did get this one, fire starters. See, is it focusing? I don't know if I focus. If I don't look, maybe. Oh, it's sticky. It's cotton balls dipped in Vaseline. Maybe we use that one for now. I'm gonna put that one out. What else I got? What else I got? Oh yeah, I got one of these guys. You guys see this in my Texas video? Lighten this. You can stick this thing in the snow. While it's on fire, you could stick it in the snow, pull it back out, and it'd still be on fire. Maybe I do that. Or have I done that yet? I put it in water. I put it in a lake and took it out of the lake. They kind of scare me a little bit because I think they can like start on their own. And then for emergency purposes, I did bring a whole bunch of these. These you can't start these with my my fire rod. I can't start these, but these stay lit for about 8 minutes. No, is that right? Something like that. They stay lit for a while. Like you can almost boil some water over these things. I actually have a stove for it, so in case for some reason something happens, you know, I always got to have backups. Here's my stove. Hold on, I'll open it. There's the stove for it. And so you stick one of those in there and light it on fire, and you got some boiling water. So I call it my emergency stove. It sits in my car all winter long. Yeah, there you go. There's the goodies. Oh, I got one of these things. Hold on, let me show you. This is not for fire starting. I just happened to throw it in there because I was kind of curious and I might use it. This is a little towel. A little towel, Rick, which is Rocky Mountain something. Rocky Mountain, I don't know. Rick, I went fishing with you. He gave me one of these, and these are little towels. I thought it'd be kind of cool. Yeah, there's some goodies. I'm wearing some different clothes, which I totally forgot I wasn't wearing my snow pants, and I just kneeled down on the ground, and now my knees are all wet. Oops. So I have these, I want to show you these. I want to show you what I bought, because I think they're pretty warm. But right now my hands are freezing. Should I start the fire first? Let's start the fire. Let's get it kind of warm in here. Single digits again. Did I say that already? I don't remember what I say. Because so much time goes by before I record again. So a lot of times I forget. But, yeah. I'm just going to keep talking about how cold it is. Get used to that, because that's what's going to happen. I'm going to get her all set up. And that takes a little bit of time. So I'm going to get her all set up. Now this stove here that I got, this little stove here, I call her Little Bit. Actually she's named after my friend's dog. And anyway, she's little. She's tiny. Like, that's, I don't know, can you see it? I can't see in the camera, but like my hand barely fits going in there. Like, that's how small it is. So I need little pieces of wood to go in there. And she's hungry all the time because I am burning aspen. I do have some leftovers from my deck. No, they weren't stained and they're not treated, so don't worry about that. I do have some leftovers from my deck that I'll put in there too that last a little bit longer. Those are Doug fir. I don't think I'm looking at my wood selection that I chose underneath the deck. I think everything here is aspen. I'll probably go through all of this within a couple hours. All that wood that I chose, and then I'll go get some more wood before we call it a night. Because she will stay hot for about 20 minutes or so. Oh, that reminds me, I got a fan. I have a fan, and it's somewhere here in the property. I'm going to go get the fan, because that's nice. It like circulates the air in here. Really like that fan. Yes, I'll do that. Okay, I got some things to do. Gonna get this fire started, and then we'll chat some more. I'll show you my new pants and some new gear that I have. Hands are pretty cold, you guys. They're getting to that point. Oh my God, it's only 2 o'clock, and I gotta keep this thing burning till like 10 or 11, possibly past that. I have one of those Duraflames. I think I have one here. Except they stink so bad. I have a lot of wood. It's just I'm thinking out loud is what I'm doing. Well, I'm excited to start a fire. We are going to use my fire rod to do it. And I am using that cotton ball and the Vaseline stuff. You want to see it being lit, because it's like a celebration, you guys. It really is. It's like a celebration, because I've been in a fire band for so long, and I'm so used to sleeping in the cold, and I'll still be sleeping in the cold, but I'm excited. I'm excited to have fire. Maybe I should double check all my pipes and stuff first. Let me do that, and then I'll point you at the fire. Okay, here it goes. It's been like a year since I've made a fire. I just want the sound of the fire. I think that's cool. There you go. Hold on, I'm gonna turn it to the side so maybe you can see it a little bit more. That goes really well. You kind of have to get the stove kind of warmed up, because what's happening, and you'll see it, is that the smoke will start coming this way. So you kind of needed to get a little bit warmed up. And again, remember, she's always hungry. So although it looks like a really good fire right now, she'll eat right through this. My little bit. Yeah. Oh, you hear that crackle? We have fire! See all the smoke's coming out like that? I don't know if you can see it or not. Do you see it, all the smoke coming out? I'm going to close this. Start getting that pipe a little bit warm. You can see some smoke coming out of the pipe. I don't want that. Nope. Trying to adjust it while I can. There's a little bit of a hole back here. Hopefully it will just go through the pipe. I don't know how to get it on any tighter than that. Come on, you can do it. So I'll give her some time to heat up, and then we'll stick some bigger logs in there. We have a problem. Something's wrong. It's smoke isn't coming through the pipe. So I have to figure it out. Something's clogging it or something. I don't know what it is. And I took off the top part. The fire went out, in case you're wondering. Come on. Man, I put it in there good. Let's see. Is there something in there? I can see it in there. Look at that. No wonder my fire. I was like, man, I know it's been a while since I made a fire, but I think I know how to do it. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of snow. How did I not notice that when I put it in? Okay. Trying to figure out what when it is. I don't know. When it looks like that, it's closed, which is kind of at an angle. Couldn't believe all that snow was in there. That's why the smoke was coming out the wrong part too. And man, I used all that cotton, or most of that cotton ball. And on my kindling. Oh my goodness. Yes, I have done this multiple times. I just didn't realize I had all that snow in it. Okay. I want to move this thing. There we go. We want to move it to the side. I plan to cook on that today. I plan to cook on the stove. Whew, okay, I'm gonna go get the lid part on it, or the top part, and then we'll try round two. Ooh, I'm getting even colder now. Now that sounds like a fire. See that? That is good. Yeah, check to see if there's snow in there first. Woo! Oh, I can feel the heat, you guys. This feels so good. Yes, I like it. I like it. Again, she's really small. She's very tiny, but she can heat up this little tent really well. Ooh, okay, let me shut this. There we go. We'll keep her going, get some good coals in there, and then we'll turn it down a little bit. Feeling good? The fan's going. You see that fan? It's going. Pretty good. Let's point it towards me. Okay, so let's talk just briefly. To me, it's a new season, so I keep thinking I have new people. So, my Viking tent is made out of canvas. And like I said, my mom and I made it. It is not It's not like a winter tent. Like air gets in here, and I'm going to show you some video of the corners and stuff like that. I did have a CO2 detector in here. We are completely fine because this tent is very similar to just sleeping under a tarp. Really, that's kind of what it's like. It's just like sleeping under a tarp. The only thing it can do, it can hold a little bit of heat in here from the stove, so that's really nice. My camera focusing? Come on, camera. It does really well with that. The warmest that I've gotten this tent in weather like today is about 30 degrees, and that's the warmest I can get it. I have not been able to get it warmer than that, other than when it's warmer outside. Now, when I did camp here with my daughter, I think she got the tent to like 80 degrees. But it was like 30 or 40 outside during that time. So it can get warmer, but it's, you know, it's in the single digits to negative degrees. So yeah, 30 degrees is good. Just so you know, if you ever camp, and I am in Colorado, and if you ever camp in Colorado, even in the summertime, most of the nights in the mountains are about 40 something degrees. So this is only like 10 degrees colder than what I'm used to when I'm sleeping in the mountains. So it's very comfortable. The issues that I have in this tent is that the ground is really cold. Yeah, there's snow on the ground, and I try to get as much as I could. The ground's really cold, so my feet get really cold. I have elevated myself onto this, and I'm pointing at stuff like you can see it, but my camera doesn't show everything. So I lift myself up here with this cot, which gives me a little bit more insulation from the ground. And then I have a sleeping pad on here too, pretty thick one. And then I have a sleeping bag. And then the fire, again, is pretty much right next to me. So my head is going to be over there, and then there's the fire. So that way I can just keep feeding it as much as I can. But eventually I get tired, and I fall asleep. Oh. And yeah, then I stop feeding the fire, and the fire goes out. And she cools off in about maybe an hour to hour and a half or something it takes for her to cool off. And then it's just like hunker down, you know, and that's what I'll end up be doing tonight. So I have some new gear to show you. I do. New gear, new things. Oh, my pants. I wanted to show you my pants. I got so much stuff in all my pockets, but I just want to show you these pants. If you guys been following my channel, you know I've been kind of sick lately and gained a ton of weight. I gained like 20 pounds. I don't even recognize myself sometimes. But anyways, I was in the market for some new pants. My snow pants do not fit me. I have them in the car just in case, you know, something happens. I have them as an emergency in the car. But I just bought these pants because I thought they were really cool, and I wanted to show you. I know, I'm wearing sweatpants and I have a belt on. Yes, I know. But I'm going to end up putting my knife on me at some point, and so that's why I need a belt. But these pants, I want to show you. Look at this. Do you see that? That's like a blanket. You guys, my legs are so warm. It's like a blanket. So it's really thick. It's like an inch thick, it feels like maybe not an inch, but you know. But anyways, it's like really, really thick pants with these nice little blankets. And it's like if I put my hands in my pockets, oh, it's so warm in there. I'm just letting you guys know because this is something that's new. I saw it online and I bought it and I thought it was really cool. So, yeah. Okay, so that was one thing that I have. A new thing, which I did show you, was my new knife, my K-bar. There we go, the new knife, because a girl can never have enough knives. No. And this one, literally, it was really easy to cut through that wood. So I really like it. Got this as a gift. The handle's a little odd, you know, with your hands because there's like indents in it. But other than that, like it's a solid knife. And it comes with this sleeve. So really like this knife, so thank you. I'm gonna make sure I got it in there. I will be using this knife today. I also have one of my custom knives with me too. Because again, girl can't have enough knives. Another thing that I have, this is brand new. Check this out. Got this for Christmas from a friend. Stacy gave this to me. I have never had one of these. A Kuksar, right? That's never had one of those. So we're gonna have hot chocolate with some Baileys. Yes, I love it. I love it. So anyway, this is really kind of cool. I just wanted to show you. So I will be using this tonight. And then let me check on my fire. Because remember, she's hungry all the time. I need to feed her. I need to feed her. Oh, it's going. It's going good. Okay. My biggest purchase that I did is this right here. Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. Whew. It's a little smoky. Just a little smoky still. I can never get them back in the bag. Okay, I tried it out. This is my new sleeping pad, and I thought that I would do a different video, a separate video, just on the sleeping pad. And I'll probably post it here soon after this video or whatever I end up doing. Anyways, this is my new sleeping pad. It's a Nemo, and again, I will do a video just on the sleeping pad. The sleeping pad was a gift. I got some donations and a Christmas or a birthday gift, and got some funds. Bought it at REI. It's about $180. I think I bought it when it was on sale though. There's a sale that was going on. I can't remember, but anyways, it's about $180. If you guys again been watching my channel, you would know that my other sleeping pad that I had got pissed on and chewed on by the rats. So now this is my replacement for that sleeping pad. Okay, I will do a video and do a lot of specs on this one because sleeping pads to me are very important. Somebody just reached out to me and they said that they were sleeping under a tarp and they were really cold and they couldn't understand why they were cold. And I said, well, I think I told her, I was like, take a picture of your sleeping pad and send it to me, or what kind of sleeping pad you had. And she sent it to me and I was like, yeah, that's the reason why you were cold, is your sleeping pad. Especially in the winter, it's really important to have the right sleeping pad. This one goes up, I have it all written down because I'm going to do a video on it. It's like 3 inches or so. You're going to end up seeing it in the video and I'll end up showing you. But yeah, very important. It's another precious. My sleeping bag is my precious, and my knife, and my sleeping pad. So I spend money on my sleeping pads. I don't use just the roll-up foam. I used to. I don't do that anymore. Okay, what else we got? Oh, I don't have it out. Or do I? Do I have it out? Let me just look. I'm looking. Yes, I do. Okay, and this is my next one. This one I got for a Christmas present from the girl's daddy. He asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I said, I would really like some heated socks. Never done this. It's like my feet are plugged into a battery. Never done this before. This is the first time. I charged them. There's 2 batteries. My feet are already cold. Like I feel it. Like my big toe is like really cold right now. I'm trying to wait as long as I can because I don't really know how long these are going to last. And I want 1 battery for the morning and 1 battery for when I'm cooking dinner. Because when I'm cooking dinner, my feet are on the ground. So I want to make sure that that I have nice warm toes. So let's hope I pack the batteries. These batteries better be in that bag. So let me think if I have any other new gear. No, I think that's it. I think that's all the new gear. Now remember, I have a ton of gear. I'm like a gear hoarder. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of clean up a little bit. Tonight we have steak for dinner. So if you want to join me, you would cook with me. We're going to have steak and potatoes. I also have some raspberries and some fruit, some dried fruit. And I was going to make a little pie out of it. And I I didn't think, I literally thought like this morning, I was like, okay, we're going up to the mountains kind of a thing. So I always do that. I didn't prepare, but I have an idea for making a pie when we're camping, but I will have to do that in a separate video. So we're gonna have some raspberries. I have homemade chocolate chip cookies. Yes, because I'm on a diet, and that's how I diet. See, what else do I have? Well, I think that's it. So we're gonna have dinner. I haven't had lunch yet, but I'm actually doing okay. I'm not really hungry. I think I'm just gonna have some dried fruit. Yes, I think I'll just have some dried fruit, and then we'll eat later today. So I'm gonna get the tent sealed up as much as I can, and maybe get some more kindling and maybe some more wood, because I know I'm going to go through it because it's only like 3 o'clock now. So come join me for later tonight, okay? Okay, I'm going to go. You guys, like, that's like so warm in there. It's so warm. I almost forgot how warm it is. So just so you know, 30 degrees when it's like 5 degrees outside or whatever, 30 degrees feels like 80. You know what I mean? It feels really warm. I always get kind of concerned that my pipe is gonna be, it's too hot. I don't. Yeah, I see a lot of that. You know, that heat, wavy heat. I don't know what you call it, you know, when you see something's really hot and it's really kind of wavy. It's doing that a lot on the pipe there. And it's above the tent, just so you know, it is above the tent. And you can see right here, it does have some distance from the tent, but I just get a little nervous. I always get nervous. Fire's going good. It's going really good. In fact, I'm trying to turn it down a little. Oh, I got an idea. I'll be right back. Okay. It's just been a while since I've used a stove. Just so you know, this is what happens when you can't have a fire and I can't use a stove. I kind of forget about some things and I just remembered it. You know, those little, I forget what they're called, the little holes in the front of the stove. They were like wide open. All I need to do is turn it down and then it won't be so hot. I'm like, man, it's going through my wood. My goodness. Oh, it's just been a while. I think was the last time I had a fire. I think I was in almost a year ago. Yeah, it was about a year ago in this tent, in that same stove. Okay. So, isn't that sunset beautiful? Well, shoot, it always set. The sunset was really pretty. I took a bunch of photos. And now you can see, let me show you, just because you're here with me. You could see the sun just hit the tops of the trees here. I think that's really pretty. So now I have no more sun for the rest of the night. Sun is gone, but it's good because I have my tent and my stove is on and working. Just gotta make sure I get some more wood, and I have plenty of wood chopped, which is really good because chopping wood can really warm you up though. But look at my chopping block. Let me show you. Sorry, I keep moving the camera, but you see that my chopping block? Where is it? I don't know where my finger is. There it is. See that? That's my chopping block. Buried in the snow. And there is usually, over here is usually where I take the wood from. Looks like that's looking a little sad. I need to build that up next summer. I have plenty of time next summer to do that. Yeah. It's exciting though. Just wanted to be outside for a little bit. Now I'm cold. I was actually pretty toasty in there because I got all these layers on. And so now I'm out here. It's easier to film too. You can see me a little bit better. It's not a green tint. It's like the green tent, you know. So I think I'm gonna go hunting for some tinder. Yes. Some tinder is what I need, because I need to be able to start a fire. If it ends up being in the negatives at night, and the fire goes out, I'm gonna have to start a fire. So do you want to go hunting with me? We go get some tinder. Okay, I just grabbed a bag. This is actually from one of my classes. I teach women wilderness skills. Not winter, summer. It is a whole different ball game in the winter. So I was just gonna show you what I do. I just grabbed a bag just in case I wanted to grab some extra stuff. And I have you on the tripod, so... And I just fed a little bit. You see she's smoking now? You see that? That means the fire is not as good when it's smoking, but... Before it was like really clear. That's a good fire. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I just fed a little bit. She was hungry again. It's funny, it's like I can think about Castaway, you know? I'm like talking to my stove like it's alive. Okay, we'll go down this way. Hold on here. Situate you so you can see where I'm walking. See that stack of wood right there? That has some really good tinder in it. And I might have shown it in other videos, but you know, whatever. I'll show you again. Okay, let me situate the camera so you can see what I'm gonna do here. The hat kind of itches a little bit. Like every once in a while it itches. Okay, so I'm in Colorado. I do not have birch bark here. Birch, that is. I have aspen. And if you're out in the wilderness, aspen, it's bark. Let me show you. Break off this piece. Of course, this one doesn't do it. There we go. This one's better. Oh, there's a bunch of spider eggs in it. Oh, that's kind of nasty. Okay. Okay, we got the spider eggs off of it. Okay, this is what I do for my tinder, because obviously I can't get any grass. I mean, there's no access to any grass or anything like that. Grass is really the best thing when it comes to lighting a fire. My grass out here, like, all you gotta do is sneeze the wrong way and it's gonna light on fire. Like, it's pretty scary, actually. But what I do is I'll take off, you see that? Let's get out of it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's like little strands of bark that you can peel off. Some of them are better than others. Like, this is not really the best one. Some of them are better. So I don't know if you could see in the video, but like this one has a ton of them, and they're almost like grass. It's almost like grass. And what I'll do is, like, I'll take some bark and then I'll bring it into, like, even that's really good, and then you can just shred that. And then I'll bring it into the tent, and it's just kind of like one of the things that I'm doing in the tent is making kindling, you know. So that's one thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a bunch of bark. Again, this one's not the best. I try to get the ones that don't have snow on them. When aspen gets dry, the bark ends up, and I think that's with probably every tree, but the bark ends up separating. You can see some of them that, like, some of them are really easy to shred. Some of them are not as much. Now this is a little wet because again, it was towards the top. I was just trying to see if I could show you some more stuff. This one's a little too damp though. But that's what I do, is I go around. Let me put this back there. There we go. That one's too damp to use. But some of these ones that are down towards the bottom are really good. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to go through these. Oh, here's one. Ooh, this one's a good one. I'm like, ooh, that's good. You can actually light this stuff. And we do it in our class too. We'll light, well, actually I have them do shavings, but they could light this with their fire rods. It's something that we practice as a survival skill. Fire is a big part of survival. Got to stay warm. You know, we don't have a lot of hair on us. Yeah, so it's like you could, there's a lot of dry ones in here. And in the wild, not in my property, you don't see stacks like this, you know, obviously up. But you'll see down logs and logs that go on top of each other. And so what I do is I'll bury down into the logs that are underneath. And usually those aren't as wet. Okay, that's what I do. What I do is I grab some of these, and I got a ton of this stuff, which is actually not good on my property. This is a spruce, and I'll grab, you see how small that is? Now, in my classes, I teach how to make a fire using numbers and stuff like that, because I teach it for kids too. So I teach the same thing for my women too, you know, and it just makes sense. It's something that sticks, you know. So it's all about the thickness of your kindling. So first you have to start with like zeros or ones, which are basically like grass. And then you go up from there till you get to like 3 or 4s, which is like here would be like maybe a 3, or yeah, that'd be like, I don't know if you can see the thickness of that, but yeah, so that would be like a 3. And so you get all these little small ones and you just start building and building. And what I try to teach is like a 1-match fire. You got 1 match to survive. You're going to set up this fire. How are you going to do it? You know, because there's a lot of times you make a fire, you're unsuccessful, and you're like, oh shoot, I'll make another, you know. But if you only have 1 match, you don't have that choice. So that's something I teach, and honestly, it's a lot of fun for the ladies too, you know, and it's kind of like a challenge for them. Now, I've been in a fire band for a while, and a lot of times in my classes, they can't make a fire. You know, I've been trying to think of other ways in which I could teach a fire, that maybe we can go to the fire station and make a fire there, you know, or something. I don't know. Because it is a survival skill, you know, to have. But Colorado, if you heard in the news and stuff, you know, we had a ton of fires this year, and some of them were man-made, you know, or man-caused. So you got to be really careful and know what you're doing. So it's one thing to be able to make a fire. It's another thing to be able to control that fire that you just made, or to put out the fire correctly. Okay, I think that's my lesson for today. I don't know why I wanted to show you guys. I just wanted to. I guess that's what I was doing, and wanted to show you that I spend probably maybe half hour, 45 minutes just doing this. Just picking all this stuff, because in the morning, yeah, I have my car here, you know what I mean? I am on my own property, and I have my car here, and I could just leave if I really wanted to, but I'm training myself, you know? And to me, it's a challenge. And my last resort is to go to my car. Not to say I never would, because I probably would. I'm like, ooh, that's a good one. But that's my last resort. You know, like this is fun for me, even though I'm going to be freezing my butt off. It's fun. This is what I like. Just trying to challenge myself. So if ever that situation where I'm out in the outdoors trying to survive a winter, you know, maybe I'm backcountry skiing or something and got lost, you know, I know what to do. My property is very similar to where I go hiking and stuff. So this is very similar. Probably a little more dry, but very similar. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this, and I'll see you guys in like a half hour or so. Bye.